Welcome, dear students. Uh, as I have already said, that because of my very busy schedule, it may take much time to reply your questions, but I'll be trying my level best that as soon as possible I will be dealing about those questions through videos. So today I'm going to deal with a question which has been asked by one of your friends, that how continuous selfing increases homozygosity. How continuous selfing increases homozygosity. It is very simple to understand this. The selfing is increasing the homozygosity and decreasing the heterozygosity. As I repeatedly said that for in case of self-pollinated crops, you need homozygous line to develop a new variety, to release a new variety. So once you have made hybridization, the crosses between two dissimilar parents is known as hybridization. Whether they are differing for single gene or the parents are differing for two genes or the parents are differing for many genes. So if parents are differing for single gene, you know that what are those parents? They are isogenic lines if they are differing only for one gene. So let it be single gene differences. You can call it hybridization if two parents are dissimilar, maybe for single gene, no problem. So here I'm starting my answer in this and in a different way. Say for example, percentage of homozygous plants after hybridization is what? How you are calculating the percentage of homozygous plant in a particular generation after hybridization. As you know that if you are making hybridization, you are getting F1 seed, you are growing it, the F1 generation, all plants are heterozygous but homogeneous because all plants are having similar genotype, capital A small a, capital A small a, capital A small a, if the parents are differing for only one gene. So capital A small a, capital A small a, capital A small a, capital A small a, all are heterozygous plants, but they all are looking similar like capital A, capital A. They are all looking like capital A, capital A, capital A, capital A, capital A, capital A. So all are homogeneous, though all are heterozygous, they are capital A, small a. So there is formula. You see, 2 to the power m minus 1 divided by 2 to the power m whole to the power n multiplied by 100 if you need percentage in that particular generation. Percentage of homozygous plants means number of plants which are homozygous in that particular generation. So where m is stand for number of selfing generation, When number of, what do you call, what do you mean by this number of selfing generation? Means if it is F2, this is first selfing generation. Because F1, you have made the crosses, you have grown the F1, and then you are starting selfing. So once you are selfing the F1, you are going to get F2 plants, F2 seed to grow F2 plants, and then F2 plants, that is a first selfing generation. The F2 is first selfing generation. So if it is F2, then M is equal to 1. If it is F3, means second generation of selfing, means M is equal to 2. Likewise. And what is N? N is the number of genes segregating. If two parents you have taken, they are isogenic lines, you are making crosses, means the F1 is, means there is heterozygosity for only one gene. So as per formula, you can draw here in normal way. Make the crosses, female capital A, second parent small a, differing for only one gene. A variety you are having, which is capital A, and all other genes are similar, and in small a, other genes are similar, so differing for only one gene. In this case, what is happening? You are getting in F1 capital A, small a. Then you are selfing this capital A, small a. You are getting F2 seed, you are growing this F2 seed. That will be F2 generation. Now you see here what is happening in F2 generation. You see here, you are in F2, you are going to get capital A type of plants in your F2 generation. So if you have got 100 plants, so it is supposed that 25 plants will be capital A type. 50 plants will be capital A, small a type. 25 plants will be small a type. So this will be the ratio in F2 generation. So if you talk about the percent of homozygosity, percent of homozygous plant in F2 generation, what you are going to say? It is 50%. How? This is, all these 25 plants are homozygous for dominant. All these 25 plants are homozygous for recessive. These 50 plants are heterozygous. It means you have attained 50% homozygosity in F2 generation if number of genes segregating is only 1. So as per formula, you can see, you can calculate here, and without formula, if you want to go with the checkerboard, you can check it, and you are going to get this 50%. Through calculation here also you can see, in F2 generation 2 to the power M is equal to 1 here. First in F2, this is segregating generation number 1. 2 to the power 1 minus 1 upon 2 to the power 1 whole to the power 1. Why? Number of genes segregating is only 1. So if you solve it, you are going to get 50%. So in F2 generation, 50% plants will be homozygous. This is the meaning of how continuous selfing increases homozygosity. See how it is going to increase the homozygosity. Now you come to this point. This is a little bit, you have to be serious to understand here how it is going in the F3 generation through checkerboard. If you are making the checkerboard, if you are taking this 25% plant in the population, whole plants you are taking to next generation in F3, all 25 plants will be giving. If you are taking 1 seed from all the plants, and if you are growing 25 plants, they all in F3 generation, they are all capital A, capital A. Here also, if you are taking these 25 plants and taking 25 seeds and you are planting in F3 generation, they all are giving small a, homozygous. So 25 plants here, homozygous, 25 plants, homozygous, and here if you are growing 100 plants, maybe this is 50%. So 50%, 25% of 50%, you are going to get capital A, capital A. 25% of 50%, you are going to get small a, and 50% of 50%, you are going to get capital A, small a, heterozygous. So 25% of 50% is 12.5. 25% of 50% is 12.5. 12.5% is small a, 12.5% is capital A, and 25% is capital A, small a, if you see. So now you can calculate, if you are going to calculate it in F3 generation, this 25% homozygous, this 12.5% homozygous, this 12.5% homozygous, and this 25% homozygous. All together, if you are calculating the percent of homozygous plants in F3 generation segregating for only one gene will be here as per formula, if you see, 75%. So as number of continuous selfing, how this homozygosity is increasing. Similarly, if you come to F4 generation, here this 25% is giving 25% in this generation, this 12.5% is giving 12.5% in next generation, this 25% is giving 25% next generation, this 12.5%, this 12.5% is giving you 12.55% in next generation, but this 25% heterozygous is giving 6.25% capital A, 12.5% capital A, small a, 6.25% small a. So if you calculate all together the percent of homozygous plant in F4 generation, you are going to get 25%, 12.5%, 6.25%, then 6.25%, then 12.5%. So you see in F3 generation, in F4 generation, I'm sorry to say, this is F4 generation now. Now you see in this F4 generation, as per formula, 87.5%. So if you calculate all these 25, 12.5, 6.25, 6.25, 12.5 will be 87.5%. So likewise, you have to calculate through the checkerboard. You will be finding that you are increasing the number of selfing generation, you are increasing the homozygosity, and you are reducing the heterozygous plants in your population. So now if you see in F7 generation, as per formula, as well as you can see through the checkerboard, you will be finding more than 98% plants are homozygous, whether for heterozygous, whether for dominant genes or for recessive gene, but altogether they are more than 98% in F7 generation if they are segregating for only one gene. Now you come to the next example. If your two parents, two dissimilar parents, two genotypes are differing for only two genes, say for example A and B, one is having capital A, small b, another is having small a, capital B, then you are hybridizing, you are getting capital A, capital B, small b. In F1 generation, all plants are like this: capital A, small a, capital B, small b, capital A, small a, capital B, small b, capital A, small a, capital B, small b, capital A, small a, capital B, small b. All plants genotypes are like this. So all plants are looking similar. Which type? Capital A, capital B type. They are looking like that. So all plants are homogeneous, though all are heterozygous in F1. No variability is seen in F1 because of this. So if you go to the F2, throw your checkerboard, you are getting these 4 types of gametes, the male gametes and the female gametes. Here the male gametes, here the female gametes. So what you are going to get, total percentage, if you see, if it is 16 types you are getting, so you are going to get what? Only you see the plant which is homozygous for both the genes, only they are counted as homozygous. If a plant is homozygous for only one gene and heterozygous for another gene, that plant is not taken as a homozygous plant. So you are going to calculate here likewise. So if you see in the checkerboard, only 4 out of 16, only 4 plants. Out of 16 plants, only 4 plants. Means only 25% plants. Out of 16, 4 plants means only 25% plants in F2 generation are homozygous. You can see here capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B, capital A, capital A, small b, small b, small a, small a, capital B, small a, small a, small b, small b. Homozygous for both the genes. Only 25%. So as per formula you can see in F2, if it is F2, then M1 will be equal to 1. So this is 2 to the power 1 minus 1 divided by 2 to the power 1 whole to the power 2. Why 2? Because segregating for 2 genes. Multiplied by 100, if you see, it will be coming 25% in F2 generation. And likewise, if you go, you will be finding in F7 generation, what is you are going to get? 96.69% in F7 generation if your parents are differing for 2 genes. So 2 genes, if they are differing for 2 genes, if they are differing for more genes, so more number of generations are required to attaining the homozygosity. As you see, when number of genes segregating is only 1, then what is happening in F7 generation? More than 98%. When it is differing for segregating for 2 genes, then in F7 generation you are getting more than 96% only. So number of genes segregating are more number of selfing is required to attaining the homozygosity. So I think this is may be okay for you, that how continuous selfing increases homozygosity. It is your answer. Thanking you very much.